The time is 8 a.m. on this Friday morning, June 20th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Friday morning, June 22nd, 2018. Got on. Good morning to you all this lovely Friday morning, June 22nd, 2018, 8 a.m. and 62 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News today is, will migrant parents be able to reunite with their kids? Elon Musk is on Donald Trump in Silicon Valley. U.S. prepares housing up to 20,000 migrants at military bases. Trade pressures deepen as Daimler warns on sales. Alabama officials applaud court's online sales tax ruling. House GOP leaders forced to again delay vote on compromise immigration bill. Police kill an event on Road 17 in East Pittsburgh prompts protest. Florida Lake places summer camp latest a dozen kids in hospital after mass casualty incident. A canal for Turkey, President voters attested Erdogan's building speed. Saudi women drivers face one less overbought. Saudi men. Pope says local bishop should make the call on intercommunion. Chinese media says U.S. has delusions as impact of trade war spreads. Tempe Police Department releases video from deadly Uber crash. Oil producers have big decision to make in Vienna at the OPEC meeting. Banks clear their Fed's doomsday stress test, but investors await word on their payouts. These airlines won't be flying immigrant kids away from their parents. Look at that stocks now. Down 196.10 at 24,464.70. SP5 down 17.56 at 27.76 and Nasdaq down 78.56 at 7712.95. Italy will please two migration ships. One carried more than 200 people to the Mediterranean decided to solidify the Dutch flag. North and South Korea met at the resort of the North Korean fighting to discuss plans for the reunion of the family members separated during the Korean War. South Korean teenagers into the smartphones that had increased according to the annual survey by the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family. So, the South Korean government boosts efforts to prevent red fires detecting the major ports from spreading. A UN study has concluded 40 million people in the United States live in poverty, and more than half will live in extreme absolute poverty. Werner Letter issued a recall of 78,000 of his letters because they pose a false hazard in U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission last Thursday. More than half of American voters say parents are to blame when child migrants are separated from their families legally across the U.S.-Mexican border. Attleboro firefighters agree to a new contract after friends didn't picket the mayor's house. Attleboro's couple's viral video points out overall need for pool safety. AG calls on the prohibition of the Bristol County Jail cited suicides. Two North Attleboro students win second place in national coding contest. Foxborough High plans stiffer penalties for tobacco vaping drugs. Rentham May judges dismissed the case against the Attleboro man accused of taking cell phone videos of photos of the women in the women's bathroom at TJ Maxx on Christmas Eve day in 2016. Management plans to establish deputy police chief position. Foxborough police officer recognized for leadership by State Association, and Attleboro's own Common Ground holds final meeting. Taunton police are investigating an incident where the suspect allegedly assaulted a police officer while being placed under arrest Thursday afternoon, according to a press release by from. SpaceX just sold the U.S. Air Force the cheapest and numerous rocket it's ever bought. Antarctica is getting taller. Here's why. Einstein was right. Scientists confirm general relativity worked with a distant galaxy. Keystone virus makes jump from mosquitoes to human for the first time. There's even more evidence that cough is good for your heart, and 4 cups a day might be the ideal amount. Herpes virus plays a major role in Alzheimer's. A study says the mosquito pool tests positive for West Nile virus. Peter Children's time. 8:05 on this Friday morning, 10 for Sports Baltimore. The Red Sox defeat the Minnesota Twins 9-2 at Minneapolis. Tonight, the Sox are back at Fenway Park for a 3-game series against the Seattle Mariners. Starting tonight at 7:10 p.m. Philadelphia Sixers ramp up for Kawhi Leonard, Hawks and Dunks to the Dallas for Young, and 76ers deal bridge to the Suns. And Lakers ripping talks with Spurs about Kyrie Leonard. Peter Childers' time is 8:05 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for our Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Beep beep! MBTA, subway, commuter rail, and the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, look at that. Highways and byways in New England on this Friday morning, 95 at the southbound it is so between Protectorate to downtown Providence, 146 southbound side, slow from 15 to 95 at downtown Providence, 195 westbound side, slow from Seacock and East Providence to 95 at the northbound side, slow before 95 at Providence, 146 at the northbound side, close to Salesville Road in North Smithfield, Jamestown, Meadow. Bridges are looking good, but the Newport Bridge on the westbound side, it's a little slow as light traffic in this area. In fact, the Newport area, while the Providence area is got a 6-minute delays with the typical conditions. Otherwise, light traffic in the Providence areas. We got an accident on 95 at the northbound side just around Atwood Avenue in Providence, and 95 it's slow from Route 1 all the way to Atwood Avenue and Fergus Avenue curve in Providence, so expect some delays. $195, both ends of the back between 140 to New Bedford area, the Route 240 in Fairhaven. Bourne Bridge to the southbound side, Little Soul 20 to the northbound side, Little Soul and Bourne Rotary, Route 60 eastbound side, Little Soul South Dennis Stretch. 95 of both ends back between 152 area to 295 in Attleboro. 495 at the northbound side, it is little slow just before the Mass Pike in Westboro. 95 at the northbound side, it is slow before 120 gets to 24 at the northbound side, so between 139 and Randolph and on the Route 120 gets to Route 3 at the northbound side, so between 53 and Weymouth on the Braintree Split. 7th Expressway on the northbound side, so between the Braintree Split down to the gas tanks. 7th Expressway southbound side, so the Dorchester, all the way down to the Braintree Split. 120 at the northbound side, so between the Braintree Split, all the way down to Route 20 in Waltham. Mass Pike eastbound side, so open the Natick Service Plaza all the way down to the Prue Tunnel, and Mass Park westbound side, so between the Lower Airport down to South Boston. 7th Expressway at both ends, it's 93 at both ends, and that's out of Boston, the backstop, 7 tunnel, so counters looking good. 93, southbound side, it is slow from Medford all the way down to Zakin Bridge, and that's out of Boston, Route 1, and southbound side, it is slow from 16 and Everett on at Route 93 out in Charlestown. Route 120 to the southbound side, it is so between 28 Lexington area to Route 20 in Waltham. 120 to the southbound side, so between Linfield all the way down to Route 3 in Woburn. Route 3 to the southbound side, so Bill Wicker Stretch. 495 to the southbound side, it is slow around Route 93 up in Lawrence, and 45 to the northbound side, so between Route 2 at the 2A in the Littleton Stretch, and 2 eastbound side, so between 146 down to Route 9 in Worcester, and 146 at the northbound side, it is slow around Route 29 in Worcester. Peter Childers' time is 8:09 on this Friday morning. It's time out for a weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite illuminated shows some clouds in southwestern Connecticut and southern New York State, and stretching out on western New York and much of the Midland States, and stretching down from the Midwest, and a line of rain showers and storms stretching the line from Maryland all the way down through Iowa, and stretching down as south as northwestern Tennessee and south as eastern Kentucky down to western Virginia. And Futurecast is going to play a role as the rain showers will be in the Mid-Atlantic and southern Great Lakes by about much of the day today. Looking at the temperatures put around the region, another beautiful start to your morning. It's in the 60s for much of southern New England. It is in the 50s to 60s much of the northern New England, 46-degree wind up in northwestern Maine, and 41 in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, it's 64 degrees at temperature, humidity 85%, and Norton with 2 about 6 degrees of barometer, 3.1 inches. Winds rapidly and winds northwest at 2 miles an hour. Look at the stocks today. Done 10 at 24, 461 but 70. SP5 done 17, 27, 49, 76 to Nasdaq, done 16 but 56 at 77, 12, 95. Okay, look at that forecast. Goes like this. For today, sunny skies how about 67 degrees east to about 5 to 5 miles an hour. For tonight, increased skies about 55 degrees at east to about 5 miles an hour. For Saturday, chance of showers, clouds about 68 degrees at east to about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance of 40%. New principles left to the tech coordinates possible for Saturday at 8 shots sunny. Before 9 p.m., then a showers likely possibly a thunderstorm between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. and then chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 a.m. Patchwork wise, clouds about 60 degrees and light variable wind. Chest base is 6% new bridge between a temp coordinates, possible high rise, possible thunderstorms for Sunday at chance of showers before 1 p.m. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms between 1 and 3 p.m. Then showers likely possibly a thunderstorm after 3 p.m. Patchwork before 9 p.m. 9 a.m. was mostly gas got about 80 degrees and light west wind. Chest base is 6% for Saturday night. 8 chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly gas about 61 degrees and chest base is 40%. Monday, chance of showers between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern and part gas about 73 about 52 degrees and chest base is 30%. Tuesday, Sunday, mostly gas got about 79 about 58 degrees and for Wednesday. Sunday podcast got 83 about 62 degrees, and for Thursday, mostly skies got about 81 degrees. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Water News on this Friday morning, June 22nd, 2018. I'm Peter J. Woods. You have a good morning, good day. You have a good day.